Hey guys, and welcome back to another Conan Exiles video. Today's video is my third installment of the Building Tips series, and may be the last one for a little while. I've covered some of the most important tips in the past two videos, so the tips in this video will be very specific ones about building certain types of structures, or in regards to specific styles of building. Before we do get into today's video though, you guys have been showing crazy support for the Building Tips video. It's still one of the most popular videos on my channel, along with the second one as well. This seems like the most appropriate time to thank everyone for all the views, likes and comments on those videos. I'm glad to see so many people learn so much from those videos. As I said before, this is a bit more of a specific building tips video, which should offer you some information on how to build certain structures or how to alter the structures that you already build to be a bit more unique. These tips won't be 100% helpful all of the time, but hopefully you'll learn something in this video that can help your building in some aspect. Even if it's 6 months down the line, an idea from this video just pops into your head, that's what this video aims to deliver. As with the previous building tips video, these tips are more focused at PvE and roleplay builds, not so much PvP. So, without further ado, let's get started. Firstly, we are going to start off with breaking the conventions of building houses. When we think of a house, of course, we think of foundations, walls and a roof. However, some parts of the map can really suit a different design, such as houses on stilts or even houses without roofs. This is very much a PvE and roleplay tip, as a house on stilts, or especially a house without a roof, is a massive weakness in PvP, but this sort of style can really help to make a build feel a bit more unique. As you can see with this small hut we've built over the swamp here in the jungle, the open roof design helps to make this build feel really connected to the natural environment around it, and could definitely work well for some sort of hunter's lodge or another public gathering place. Next, we are going to be looking at ways to make your build a bit more comfortable and homey. Before we do get into this though, this requires a lot of extra resources and a large area to build in, as you will be effectively building the outside of your house with your chosen material and then shrinking the house down by a factor of 1 block. This is something I initially learned whilst playing Ark, as buffer chambers were popular to use in PvP, and I suspect they could also be useful in PvP in Conan. However, by having a buffer chamber between the inside and outside of the house, you can also change the materials you're using to better suit the atmosphere you're aiming for inside. For example, in this build I'm using black ice on the outside to suit the snowy environment we're building in, but on the inside I'll be using Khitan to better suit the warm, welcoming atmosphere I'm aiming for. As you can see, whilst the build itself has become smaller on the interior, it does look far more comfortable and warm than it would be with just the regular black ice exterior. This can be used with a variety of different materials, you just have to try it and see what you like. Again, the buffer chamber could be useful for PvP, I'm not entirely sure, I'm not exactly very familiar with Conan Exiles PvP, but it does open up a lot of options for different varieties of textures and atmospheres within the build. Next, we are going to be looking at bridges, and how to get the most out of them without cluttering them with pillars. This tip focuses on bridges, but the fundamentals of it can be used to work out stretch limits for ceilings and plenty more. However, we are going to save that for a dedicated stability video in the future. For now though, we'll just look at bridge limitations. Firstly, we need to establish the baseline. If we start from a wall connected to a foundation, we'll start with 100 stability. Each tile placed away from a foundation supported wall will take away 20 stability from the total, meaning the maximum amount of tiles you can place away from the wall is 4 before you reach 0 stability, and you can't place any more. You can check the stability of an item by using the repair hammer and just looking at the block. Knowing this, we can combine that 4 stretch limit to create an 8 tile long bridge without having to place any pillars. I'll be showing this with bridge pieces from the Debaucheries of Decreto DLC. Let's take a look at these 2 towers. These towers are 8 tiles apart, as you can see from the foundations below. First, we'll place a long hanging bridge piece which takes up 3 tiles, and as you can see there is 20 stability remaining on this bridge. Now, if we use a short bridge piece which is 1 tile long, that takes us to the full stability limit and uses all 4 available tiles. Now, if we do the same at the start of the other bridge and take up our 4 tiles again, the bridges will meet in the middle and become an unsupported 8 tile long bridge. You could quite easily make this bridge longer by placing 1 pillar supported tile between the bridges to then create a 9 tile long bridge, but this is the maximum length for a bridge without any extra pillars. Next, we are going to head over to the Sentinels on the Desert River to build some bridges. Now, there are 2 styles of bridges that I think are the best, visually of course. The best one using the Arena DLC, and the second best using, well, almost any other material choice. Firstly, we'll start by building the Arena bridge using foundations, stairs and sloped sides. We'll be using the foundations every 3rd tile, connecting them with the sloped ceilings in between. It can be helpful to create a line of foundations across the water to plan out where each foundation and sloped ceiling section will be, then deleting the spots between and placing down these sloped ceilings. This is a pretty simple bridge design that results in a really nice bridge, especially when you decorate it with fences, flags, torches, etc. The second bridge design is fundamentally much the same, though without the sloped ceilings. Instead, you'll have to use ramps and inverted sloped sides, instead creating some sort of pointed style bridge design that could actually suit a Viking theme rather well. These bridges are far better than just placing a big block of foundations across the water, or anything like that, and would serve as pretty good entrances to a build. Finally, we are going to be looking at ascending tower designs. These 2 designs could probably be used in either a fortress or a temple, with the circular tower probably being the best choice. Basically, each floor would be ascending above the ground floor, shrinking it in size by a factor of 1 tile to become smaller with each floor. The square tower is decent, though not the best, and it could definitely fit a build that is designed around square and rectangular geometric shapes, though I probably wouldn't find myself using it very often. The circular tower, however, is much nicer, and would definitely work nicely as the centrepiece of a temple, or perhaps the corner turrets of an elven castle. And there we have it, our third building tips video, and probably the last one for a while. Thanks for watching, hopefully you guys have found this video helpful, and hopefully you enjoy this video as much as you have my last two building tips videos. If you have, feel free to leave a like and let me know in the comments below if you have any build suggestions for future videos. As usual, absolutely anything is welcome. Don't forget to both follow me on Twitch and join the fun on our Discord through the links in the description, and if you'd like to support the future of this channel, the link to my Patreon is also in the description below, with various tiers and rewards including special Discord roles, sneak peeks at new videos, your name at the end of videos, and more. On that note, a thanks to our patrons Sammy, Doomshade and Dawnfox. If you're new here, feel free to check out the rest of the content on the channel. There are new Conan Exiles videos coming every Wednesday and Sunday. So if you like what you see, subscribe and ring the notification bell to be the first to see the next video, and to join us on the road to 10,000 subscribers. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.